9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get into the TipTut zone.
Hello everybody. Welcome back to TipTut. It's Friday. It's Blender. It's chill time. We're chilling. First of all, Bach, if that's how you pronounce it. Thank you for becoming a member. Welcome to the TipTut zone. It's very lovely to have you. Make sure you join the Discord and you can hang out with all the other guys there. Welcome to everyone else in the chat as well. Pratt, Matt Charla, Heather Line, Net Trally. Hello. We're going to be working on a little oddly satisfying animation today. We've got a tutorial coming out on how to make oddly satisfying animations. On Monday, we'll be making this like swinging cog ball. Let's turn on the materials. You can see a little bit better what's going on there. Hey Jeremy, what's up, man? I should actually do a goose just to mess with Pepperone. Hey man, if I could model a 3D goose, that's it. My life would be over. What would be the point of carrying on, right? I would have achieved maximum output. So maybe one day that'd be funny though. We should do that, specifically on a day when Pep isn't about. Bless him. Bless his little cotton socks. Welcome, Jeremy, by the way. Exploring Life, hello. Yeah, so this is the one that I made for the tutorial that's coming out on Monday, which I'm pretty proud of, actually. It looks really good. I wanted to try and mess around. I haven't done this before, so there'll be a lot of figuring out. A little ball along like a sine wave ramp. You've seen these ones, and then like a level comes up, and the ball rolls along the flat level for a bit. Then it'll go down into the next dip, and then that'll loop forever and ever. So that's what we're going to try and do today. This one here is coming out on Monday as a video, so you guys will be able to follow along to that. But today we're going to be doing something else entirely. And it all starts with a math function, believe it or not. So we want this to be sine along the x-axis. And that's going to make us a sine curve along the x-axis. We'll make it like 10 meters in length. How long did that take to make, roughly? Figuring it all out took a while, and then making the tutorial version, once I knew how to do it, was maybe like, I don't know, 3-4 hours work from start to finish. The tutorial itself is an hour long, so that's going to be it's going to be fun. I want the Y subdivisions on this to just be 3. Because that'll give us a center line that we can add stuff to. And I think I want those to be 100 because then it's divisible by its width. If that makes sense. So we'll give that a go. 2 meters width seems fine, so we'll apply that. And then we've got like this nice sine curve. Complicated to learn, but once you do it, it's simple. Yeah, pretty much. For example, I'm just going into this one completely blind and just going to try and figure it out, you know. I did a little test before I started just so I don't make a complete tit of myself. But I think I've got the idea now of what I want. So we're just going to give it a go, you know, and see what happens. For example, I know I need like this sine curve, but that's about it, yeah. And what we're going to be doing is trying to get this to be like exact. So we can go up to like the item properties here, and you can see that on the Z here it's not exactly at 1, so we'll make it exactly 1. And we'll make that exactly negative 4.7. And then it'll be exactly on the grid, yeah. Tiny tweaks, no one's going to see them, but it'll make our lives a lot easier to whatever the nearest grid is. Same thing here, that's exactly 1. And that can be exactly 1.6. You know? No one's ever going to see that, but it'll hopefully match it up properly then that way. That's what I'm thinking, at least. I could be completely wrong. I'm going to select all of that and snap them over to the X grid as well. Because then that way. Jen would probably know, but I don't know if there's a way to move like everything. If you've selected this whole sign, move everything to 0 without, because if I just go G0 like that, I don't know if that'll work. GX0, yes, it just doesn't move it. Because holding control snaps it to the grid, I'm pretty sure. Right, I know, but I don't know whether it does that based on the spline size or something. Anyway, that's the start of our ramp, which is looking quite nice. So we're going to want to add a solidify modifier to that. Give them a bit of chonkiness in the downwards direction. Yeah, let's do like 0.1. Makes them quite chonky, look. And then that one we'll call ramp top. Now this needs an array, but first we want to add a new section here. Like that. So we want to select all 3 of those. So let's turn on X-ray. Shift D them, and then P into a new selection. Gives me ramp top 001, which is this guy. Okay. That we can then call ramp top flat, maybe. Just tab into edit mode of that, select all the points. Where are my points? Let's try that again. I think I'm a dummy. Oh, I've turned off my overlay, that's why. Fucking moron. There they are, dumbass. So this we now need to like extrude along the x-axis, and that needs to be like an even number because that's how much our camera's going to move, if that makes sense. So let's say that's like, I don't know, 8 meters. Whoa, that's way too long. Like 3 meters. And then we've got our, let's shade that flat for a sec just so we don't confuse ourselves. But now we've got this, look. You see we've got like a perfectly matching up block of stuff. If I just move that out of the way. That we can do an array to. And it will be able to duplicate it. So if we offset the array by 8 meters, that'll be the length of this. So we go add modifier array, constant offset of a distance of 8 meters. Sorry, what did we make this in the end? It was 3, wasn't it? So you'd want it to be whatever the length of this is plus the length of that. So we thought that was 10 meters, but we deleted a whole section. So we get a little bit of crossover there. I'll have to fix that. But you'll see at some point if we hold this, there'll be 9.3. So 9.3, bam, on the money. Like that. And this one will array in the other direction. Oh no, we'll do the same, constant offset 9.3. And now we can have a endlessly looping, or as long as we want looping, collection of ramps. See, it goes on forever. Let's just start with that many for now. And our camera as well, we need to do some setup on that. Let's make him square first of all. Camera view, let's look through the camera. Let's have it coming this way, I think. And we'll try and line it up like that. That looks pretty okay to me. And then if the camera's moving this way, so I only want like 120 frames. I want to keyframe this thing's location. Or should we have it going this way, because that's probably a bit easier actually. So we'll have the ball rolling in. We can tweak this again later on. The only important thing is that this starts at 0 on the x-axis, because then we can keyframe that, donk, and on frame 120 we can keyframe it again at 9.7 meters, was it? No, 9.3 meters, maybe? Yeah, it was 9.3 meters. Because then we can go to interpolation mode linear, and what we've got is, once we add the extra arrays and stuff, should be perfectly looping, right? So if we turned up this array to 3, and this array to 3, you'll get this. Boom. Now obviously, if we turn off the overlay, we can more accurately see whether or not it's actually working. Especially if we limit that here. If you go to the camera, can you do viewport display, like this bit here? You can change the color of this, right? Safe areas. Viewport display, passport 2, that's it, there we go. That makes our life a bit easier. See whether it's looping. Yeah, now we can see it's looping quite perfectly because we can't see any of the background. So let's put that like 0.95. You can see a little bit through it. And then here is where we'll do our work today. Nice. Let's close you. So with the looping camera, we can turn on the overlay here. That's kind of it, right? That's kind of the basic thing. What we do need, however, is this central buoy here. Shift D that. See that one? And P that to a new selection. And then if we go to tab mode, we can remove these modifiers. Oh dear. Oh, I removed them from the wrong one. One sec. RAM top 1 we want to remove the modifiers from. And this will be ball path. And we can right click that and convert to a curve. And then when you tab into it, see here, we've got this curve going on now. And we can extrude that curve along the x-axis by 3 meters. Boop. Like so. Oh, we got our fucking jamming music on. Like in an old school saloon. Oh man, every time I skip this one, but I don't have the heart to remove it from the playlist. I have no idea how it ended up in there. But now that it is in there, I think it's earned its place a little bit, you know. Right, so we have this curve now that the ball is going to follow. And we just need to duplicate some of these points. I think like this. Shift D along the X should work. Can you then like easily join them up? I don't know. Like if we did that, for example, and then did A, M. Yeah, no, you can't merge by distance. Okay. So is the best thing to do to duplicate the array first. So if we get rid of ball path and just delete it, we'll shift D this whole ramp, ball, curve, and we will get rid of the solidify, don't care about that, but we will apply the array, and that gives us a mesh like this. And then this mesh we can go alt click that line, alt click oh sorry, Alt Shift click that line, and Alt Shift click that line. Then we can Shift D them, P to a new selection, delete the original ball curve, and we're left with this. And if we connect these guys up, and then this one here on the end, we'll have to extrude X3 meters. We're then left with this curve that we can right click, convert to curve. And now we've got a curve object that goes across the whole way, and we've got our original ramp top and our original ramp flats. Oh, you like the Saloon song too, Jeremy? It's a good song, it's just, it's not the right vibe, you know? It's not very like lo-fi, is it? I'm a bit chilly. I'm gonna have to put my jumper on. Excuse me a sec. Oh, it's turned a bit chilly here in the UK once again. Who'd have thought it? Oh. Lovely job. Right. So we've got the basis looking strong, and what we need now, I imagine, is the ball, right? So let's stop the animation. It's making me feel a bit dizzy. And let's go to ball curve. Ball curve. Let's. So at the start of the loop, it's like already down there. So we'll definitely be. From here to here, it will reach the top of that. So that should give us a point, a frame sequence that we can export for a perfect loop. So if we tab into here, select this first point and then do Shift S, cursor to selected. Then we can go Shift A and we can go empty, let's do an empty sphere with a radius of say 0.5. Nice. That looks good. Now this empty sphere will add a constraint, make it follow the path, and the path is going to follow its ball curve. Ball empty. And then if we adjust the x-axis, the up axis should be X, is that right? Why is that not following my curve? Follow the curve. Ball empty is following the path target ball curve. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that again. Add objects. GX. Yep, so that works. And it is a curve. Already. Yeah, it's definitely a curve. So this guy needs to add object constraint, follow path. Path it will follow is ball curve. Ah, there we go. I don't think it's snapped properly. So then this guy here, we need to go to its object properties, change its location back to 0. That will stick it to the curve at whatever point it's decided is going to be 0. And then when we offset, yeah. Oh, what's going on there? Oh, it's like only following one bit. Ooh. Ooh. Oink. Weird. Alright. Obviously there's something wrong with the curve there. So we'll delete ball empty. And we'll just do this the slow way. Let's add in a new curve. Bezier. And that's giving us a curve here like this. We can rotate. Select both those bits. In fact, we'll cut that first vertex because we can still then export that one. And this one, We'll go here and we'll go item. Bam. Yeah, so 0, 0. That puts that exactly there. And then we can rotate that guy like that. Awesome. So now if we extrude that one down to the bottom here, there'll be a nice neat point at the middle of there. 3.15. Maybe 3.14. Yeah. And -2 maybe. Perfect. So now we can just pull these handles. Lovely. Now that one we can just extrude once and bam, up to there. So it'll move by X by 3 meters. Or by 3.1 meters. Hey, Paris Jovan 30, welcome to the live stream. Hope you're doing well, mate. And it'll be. And we can do 0. Like that. That shouldn't need changing, but it looks like it does a little bit. Nice. This one then extrude along the x-axis by 3 meters. Plonk. And that's going to be good for that one. And then it'll be the same thing here, exactly the same. So it'll go by 3.14. And it'll be -2. And that one will be 3.1. No, sorry, 3.14. Or was it 3.2 when it goes back up? 3.2. Let's do it a bit more accurately. Accurate as we can get it. 3.15, yeah, that was it, I'm a dummy. 3.15 and up by 2 meters. And then tweaked. Extrude X3. Don't know why that other path didn't work, but as you can see, it doesn't take too long to fix it. 3.14. -2. And this one is 3.15. 2 meters. And that one gets tweaked. And then extrude X3. Bam. So now we have our path. That should work perfectly. So then Shift A new empty sphere. 0.5, sure. Add a constraint, follow the path. The path it will follow is our Bezier curve. So this empty is ball null. And this Bezier curve is ball path. Ball null's objects need to be zeroed out. And then when we offset, here's praying. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, beautiful. Awesome. So now obviously at the moment it is sunk into our path because we're dumb. So what we need to do is just go to our object properties and on the local Y, bring that up by 0.5. Now, if we go to our object offset, we'll be able to see lovely. It does sync a little bit through there. I don't know whether that's actually an issue. If we go to ball path, tap into edit mode there and scale it up, we'll be able to fix it like that. So I might fix that later on once I'm happy with the motion. Probably the easiest way to do it. Back at frame 0, let's move the ball back there. Lovely. Let's go Shift S, cursor to selected, and add an actual sphere. Shift A, mesh, icosphere, radius of 0.5 meters. Now, I don't know whether I want a ball or whether I want like a hollow sphere. Now the hollow sphere will be harder because you'll see it glitch through. So maybe we'll start with a ball, but it does seem fun to do that. Let's start with this, fuck it. Icosphere, we'll call it ball. Let's tab into it. And I want to inset all the faces. Now there was a way to inset faces among locals. Inset all faces blender. I can't remember what the shortcut for it was, but this lovely man has got a helpful video right here. Let's watch it.
Usually hit I to inset something, right? But it doesn't really work if you
not
have
working.
everything selected. So let's say I wanna make this face right here.
That is what I want to
Select
do.
mode up here at the top, by the way. Face and select mode. Hit I to inset something. You can see that.
That's what I want to do. I want to do it to all of them.
Insetting itself. Then we can hit E.
He's going to tell me, don't worry.
Inwards, and then we have that. But let's say you want to do that to all of these pieces, but you don't want to do it individually because that's a pain and they'll never be exactly the same size.
Yeah.
So the way we do that is very, very easy. So just double tap A to select everything.
Yep.
If I hit I now, you can see it
Nothing.
doesn't do anything. So we
That's what
actually
happens to
have
me.
Tap I not once but twice. So hit I and then I one more time. And now you can see if we go ahead and move our cursor.
So it's along the more normals. That's what I wanted. That's what I did. A, I. I'm a dumbass. Nice. X faces. This is what I wanted. That's what I wanted, baby. Nothing wrong with a bit of YouTube when you don't know what to do. Let's solidify that guy inwards. Oh yeah. This is the way. Now what if I did shade smooth? Is he going to look weird? Yes. What if I added a subdiv to him? Yeah. Yes. God, he looks so cool. All right, let's apply all transforms. Right click, set origin to geometry. No, right click, set origin to 3D cursor. Lovely. Now we can parent our ball to our ball null. Boop. Object. Clonk. And then when we move our ball null along its offset, our ball follows it. Beautiful. So let's go to 0 and let's keyframe its offset. And then at frame 120, we want it to be at the very peak of the last. Is it the last one? Or is it the second to last one? Let's find out. At the very peak of the second to last one. Lovely. So that's going to be something like, of course it's between there. So let's do 57.25. 57.25. Whoa. Why was that wrong? Oh, negative. Negative 57.25. Oh, that should be enough. So now there'll be a point where, oh, I didn't keyframe it. I'm a dummy. Negative 57.25. Bam. Keyframe. So if we made that linear, I think we would need to choose our starting point. So for example, we'd want the animation to actually start at frame 50. And it would roll. And then it would end at frame 120. But it would need to be at the same spot, if that makes sense, in frame 120. So whatever is at frame 0, let's have it be like at the bottom of this ramp. We're just testing it for now. This isn't going to be final. it's going to start rolling up. And then it's going to be at the bottom of the ramp again and rolling up. Now the issue is, I'm just thinking about my keyframes later on. Is it going to be way easier to keyframe it from the start of a ramp and then adjust the camera, which is, I think it is. Yeah, it's going to be way easier to do that. So let's forget the camera for now. Let's just remove this view. And think about these things one at a time. And the camera will still be animated, but we are not using it. So let's go to ball null, and we've got our offset points, which we'll make linear. Interpolation mode linear. So now he's moving along. Obviously we'll be tweaking those values. But I think what I'd actually want is, I really want the animation to start here at frame 50. And you'd want the animation then to reach its natural end by 120, which is at the top of the next ramp, and then you can loop it. So we'll go to here, frame 50. And then frame 120 should look the same by that point, so it will have to move further. So that's fine, because that'll be in upwards. So it'll be the distance between this point and this point. So let's do that. Let's do keyframe the camera's location at frame 50. And then at frame 120, we'll just move it along the x-axis until it reaches the same point. Now, that to me seems like 3.8 meters. No, it's 3.9 meters. So GX 3.9, or is it going to be halfway between there? Yeah. I wonder if there's a way to like freeze this frame temporarily in the viewport. So it's 3.8294 there. And then here it's 9.3 or whatever that means. So you'd want it to get it to about. So I'd need. I need to add 3.8294.1 onto this value here. So it's 9.3 plus that value. And then you keyframe location. And then you trim the start point to 50. Beautiful. Oh, and let's temporarily turn off that. There's a little bit of a stutter because of the ball, but the ramp is definitely not stuttering. See what I mean? That and that, you can see the ball moves a little because the ball's values aren't perfect, but the ramp's values are perfect. Hey M-Button, what's up man? How you doing? Welcome to the live stream. So what we do here is the same thing that we just did, I think. We take the ball null and we take its offset point, whatever that is. Let's make it a nice even number. Let's say, well, let's just delete the offset values because they are now redundant. And let's say we wanted to actually start yeah, let's say we want it to start at the very peak of that, which we do, obviously. We want it to be like, let's say, here. And that's negative 23854. So let's do negative 24. Oops, that was 34. Negative 24. Just to make our lives easier. So then by frame 120, it will need to be whatever the distance of that is, but at least it will be a whole number, right? So we'll keep dragging until we get to roughly the same position. And it might be negative 57, you know? It'll probably be a bit more forward, yeah. But at least it'll be a whole number. So negative 58. No. Negative 57.5. It'll be just something to do with the radius of the ball. The ball is 0.5, right? So it's a meter. But the ball null is not. I've turned off overlay, that's why it's seeming like it's not selected. Negative 24 offset to do with the whole length of the ramp. So then by here. Oh, I think I know how to do this. I think I know how to do this. Yeah, I know how to do this. So we tab into here, select everything and snap back to it. This should work, bear with me. Take that point, Shift S the cursor to the selected point here, and then transform its location up by 0.5 meters. Now that puts it directly on the tip there, right? Try moving the radius of the ball. Yeah, you might be right. Like, it's X amount on the offset minus the radius of the ball. But I think the issue with that is our offset is determined by the length of this entire path. And we actually only want it to move one segment and the rest are there just for visuals. So I reckon if we did that, look, we can then tab ball null. His origin is slightly off of that point. We can go Shift S selected to cursor. There. That's going to snap it exactly to that cursor, right? Which is now above a complete point there. And then if we take ball null and we animate the offset, there should be a point where that lines up perfectly. Negative. Oh wait, if I just hold shift as I do it. Bam, that now snaps exactly to the grid. Which means if I then keyframe that offset here, we should get... Oh, these are not linear, are they? Let's make them linear. Boom! Who the man? Who the man? Motherfucker. So we turn off you. And we go to our camera. Nice. So that now might have some Z space discrepancy. Tiny bit of Z space discrepancy. And that'll be to do with the fact that my offset points aren't perfect on my path, I believe. So if I tab into edit mode on my path, let's turn on the overlay again. Right, that'll be because this height is slightly different. So you want to G and Z, and it'll have somewhere like a global height. Nope, that is the ball path. Yep, global Y height there, which is that one. Copy it. And then it's going to go all the way along here, and we want that one to have the same global Y. Nice. Thanks, Cosmotion. I think there's a little bit, a tiny discrepancy now, look, between there and there, but I don't think anyone's going to see. Especially when the ball's spinning as well, later on, you know. Cool. So that's the basic motion of it done. Obviously, we'll need to do the easing and stuff. So let's take a look at that now. Let's come out of the camera. Yeah, that's nice. Cool, so the rest of this we can forget. Let's go to you and bring in you, and then here we'll look through the camera and we'll turn that down. A lot of this Blender stuff I found, because I've not been doing Blender very long, a lot of it I found is just figuring shit out, you know. So much of the 2D animation I do, I know like the back of my hand now. And when it comes to 3D, there's just so much more to fucking think about. There's just so much to think about. Right, so linear motion of the camera doesn't really matter now because we're going to be doing the ball's keyframes. So at this point it'll be moving linearly, it will speed up through the gap and back to linearly again. So linear, 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 and then around here it's going to start to speed up. So it's the offset of the ball null that we're keyframing here, so we'll keyframe that. It's going to speed up at the bottom of its ramp around here currently, so we'll keyframe there. By the time it reaches to the top of its ramp again, it's going to slow down back to linear. Okay, lovely. So let's expand those and press home so you guys can see them all. And I'll just move myself like down here. We're not doing any properties for a while. The issue with looping is when you loop it, it's like you're using the same frame 2 times at the beginning and the end. Yeah, so you need to make sure that all your properties are exactly the same at the beginning and the end, which sounds easy in principle, but then when it comes to actually do it, you know, if something's 0.001 off because you forgot to snap it to the grid, by the time that's traveled over 120 frames, it's going to be even further off, right? Yeah, it has to be 1 frame later. Yeah, you're right. So we could like extend to frame 121, yeah, and do it from there. But I think with all the rest of the motion, we might just get away with it. But we'll see. We'll see. This is what this is for. It's all about, excuse me. It's all about experimenting. Hey, Deprived, what's up? Welcome to the live stream. Right. So ball null. We need to go to graph editor. And object offset, normalize them. And where the hell are they? Where the hell are my keyframes? What the fuck? Why can't I see my keyframes? What the hell? Excuse me? Are they gonna be all the way down here at 0? There they are. Select all of them. Just take them home. And give myself some height. Beautiful. Right. So let's make all these Bezier. Apart from those, and those need to be linear. So constant speed. It's going to pick up as it drops in. Here it should be moving its fastest. Then it's going to slow down back to linear. So that should definitely be linear. Like this. Linear. Starts to pick up speed. Woomph. Picking up loads more speed here. So that would have to be linear to that one. And then it's going to slow way down as it reaches the top. So, whoop. Excuse me, the other way. Like that. So, back to linear motion there. Again, so this is the issue of where these keyframes are. So maybe it's better to start with just 2. Linear motion, bam, speeding up, slowing down, linear motion. So do we just want a keyframe at the bottom of the dip and say it reaches the bottom of the dip exactly halfway through? Don't know if there's a way for me to easily reset this. So where we say it starts at, if I do like, you know, it starts at 50, ends at 120, but I can just say that this is the new 0. Reset timeline frame to 0. I don't know what I'm talking about there. Or am I just not making any fucking sense? Reset frames. No, that's not right. You know what I mean? So that now reads as frame 0. Rather than me, if I just go to my dope sheet view and I select everything, I should have, if I set my camera and my ball null, those are the only animated things at the moment. I could just shift those back over, right? Back to frame 0. So if I did start at frame 0 again and then home, we've got this keyframe here. What's that keyframe doing? Is that on my camera? Yeah, so we get rid of that. So my point is, like, I could do that, and I could do that, and that's probably the easiest way. And then we trim to frame 70. Yeah, awesome. That was the easiest way. Awesome. Right, so ball null, clonk. We've got 2 keyframes, and we want graph editor mode, and we want those to be zoomed in like that. Lovely. So we've got some linear motion now from here. Frame 0 to frame 70 here. So frame 35. Let's put a keyframe in here. And let's make that keyframe Beziered on both sides. Handle type automatic. Why is that only got a handle on one side? That is the real question. Handle type, easing type. Interpolation mode, Bezier. Yeah, keyframe. So, frame 35, keyframe the offset. Handle type aligned. Termination mode Bezier. Handle type auto clamped. Handle type automatic easy. Why is it only giving me one handle? Hey, what's up, Josh? Been watching your Blender tutorials, trying to wrap my head around them. Health is still not 100%, but it's getting there. I hope you're feeling tip-top today. Thanks, Josh. It's very kind, man. Make sure you take it easy. Don't go too crazy. Why is that only giving me clean keyframes? What does that do? Delete keyframes. Maybe these both have to be Bezier first. And then if we added a new keyframe in here, yeah, it's giving me a handle on both sides then. Weird. Weird. Let's do aligned, and then that means that I can adjust like so. And then if I make these linear again, yeah, it gets rid of that handle too. Okay, fine. They can all be Bezier, and we can just then flatten them out. Not a probo. So we want it to be like that. That's the kind of curve that we're going for. I don't want it to be that extreme, but that's the kind of curve. So let's do something like this. Yeah. Boom. The issue is it's got to travel from there to there linearly. So that actually needs to duplicate that keyframe to here, to frame 30. And then it needs to speed up from that point. So that then needs to actually be moved like somewhere in the middle there. So let's delete that keyframe. So now we've got constant speed. That one is going to be linear. And we change the offset so that he's at the other end of the ramp. Let's say like there. Keyframe that. And those are linear. Travel, and then speed. So we need to insert a keyframe here. Those are going to have to be Bezier in order to give me 2 handles, though, aren't they? So we'll make them Bezier, and then we'll just line them up. God, it's hard to see with this blue line in the middle. What the hell is going on? So they have to be linear between them there. So that's pretty linear. Woo! And then here we need it to speed up. So that handle needs to go real short. And then from here it needs to start speeding up. Yeah. Woo. Woo. And then if we shift D him to there. Ah, shit, yeah, because it's the offset, so we'll need to just match the actual speed of it. So this interpolation mode or handle type is going to have to be free. And then that point here. Is it dipping backwards slightly there? So it's reached the top, but it has to stop, and then it needs that constant speed, right? So whatever the dip is in this one, and it's dipping over 3, it's dipping down 2. This will have to be the reverse. So over 3, it's dipping up 2. Right, so yeah, that's the theory. You match the speed. The speed is now matched at the start and end, but you just now need to get the smooth motion. Hey Caleb, welcome to the live stream, man. So that's going linearly, that bit looks good. Woomph. It whips a bit quick for me, so let's... And then it's slow there, so yeah, speeding. It needs to slow down there, but that's too much. So it needs to wham. Getting there. If you look at this view, it might be a little bit nicer. Kind of hesitates at this point a bit too much, doesn't it? So. Yeah, nice. Maybe that's just got to be flat. It's kind of speeding up a bit before it slows down there. That definitely has to be linear, that one. So whatever speed gets us the nice linear ramp. Pull that out like way over. It's looking linear, but now all the offset values just need to come up a bit. So it speeds up now before it speeds up too early. And then that we can move that way a bit more. Nice. Oh no. Cool, smooth. So now let's just adjust the camera. Object transform. Don't give a shit about Z location or Y location keyframes. We just want X. So G and X. And if we hold control, we can choose 1 or 2 meters to make our life easier. Location. Clonk. U. G, X control. 1 meter. Clonk. Location. I'm a dumbass. Because it wouldn't be a meter's difference, would it? It would be whatever we did before, the maths. What maths did we do before? Fuck. Cheers, Joe. Sorry, it's just someone just picking up there, no worries. Woo. Sweet, so this location of our camera, the value of it. Hey, Kadala, what's up? Welcome to the live stream. Thank you for dropping in, even if you can stay for just 1 minute. So the value of our camera X property, if we delete the other two, is 1.8294. And we needed to add the width of both of those things together, whenever that was from before, right? So if we undo these guys until we start to see what we had previously. Nice, so that would be that one. What we've got is a value here of 3.8294, and then a value here of 3.8294 plus the distance, yeah? So you need to take whatever the distance of the thing was, which I think was 9.3, if I remember correctly. So it will be 3.82941. So frame 70. So we got notepad. We got this value minus this value is, yeah, 9.299999 recurring, so 9.3. So whatever value we do, we just need to add 9.3 to it. I'm drying my hair, don't talk to me because I can't hear you. Quick, everyone say stuff about Kadala. So it was 9.3. So whatever we do here, so let's go to this one here, GXX, XX, there we go. Whatever this value is, we just need to add 9.3 to it. So let's say somewhere around there, seems good to me. Keyframe the location. Take this X location here. Paste it into this X location here. And then add 9.3. Yeah, keyframe. Do 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 wee do 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 wee do 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 wee do 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 wee. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's make both of those proper linear. Clonk. Delete, delete. Let's come out of our camera. Just give myself. Ah, it's the piano song. Do 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 do. Hey. Hey, we're in a saloon. Hey, ba-da-bum. Right, so what do we actually need in here then? We'll need this one and this one. And then by the time it gets up to there, you'll see the next one. Ah, you'll see the third one too. Like a little peeky peek. A little peek and peek of it. It's on shuffle, Jeremy. We love it. It's your favourite song. We skipped it the first time, but we won't skip it this time. Excuse me, Toff. What are you doing in that cupboard? Come here. What's this? Huh? What are you doing in that cupboard? I'm going to say hello to the friends and friends. To the friends. Right, now Toff, baby. You got to say hello to everyone on the TipTuts. Okay? Say, hello. Hello. Don't lick. You can see her getting ready to lick. No, don't lick the microphone. You disgusting creature. I have to put my mouth near that. Mwah. Guys, look how cute my dog is. This one's for you, Kadala. Wow, you're so lovely. Hey? Right. Now that we've got the basics down, I think we're happy, right? What do you think, Toph? Is that good? Should we show the guys what we've done so far? Oh, God, your breath, baby. Now that we've got the basics down, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to make a cup of coffee. And we'll be right back, and we'll take a look at tweaking this all together so that it actually looks nice, essentially. And we'll add all the extra bits to it. You want to get all the animation like working and looping before you add any of the nice stuff, I think. I think that's right. Anyway, we'll be back shortly. Don't nobody go nowheres. We're just going to make a coffee, okay? Maybe make a coffee for yourself, maybe. Who knows? Have a fun time. It's the weekend. Okay, we are back. Okay, let's do this. Let's add a little bit of rotation to this ball, and then we'll step away from animation for a bit, I think. We'll also skip this wheedling song as well. I need another camera view so we can keep that one active. And here we need to look into this one here a little bit. Lovely. Okay, frame 0. Let's grab our null object, ball null. Why is that not working? I turned on X-ray, not that. Okay, I'm a dummy. I always get the X-ray button and the overlay button confused. I don't know why. Completely different sections. Definitely my fault. Don't know why though. Cool. So now we need to add some rotation to this object. Hey, what's up, King Viper and Anime Hub? How you doing? I'm glad you think my dog's cute. She's very cute, isn't she? Yeah, so we need to start animating the Z rotation of this ball. Okay, so we're going to keyframe that here, and we're going to keyframe it on frame 70 as well. And whatever direction it's going in, it needs to do like a whole bunch of rotations. So let's do negative 360, which is not going to be enough. Ooh, see, it's like not enough. Oh, wham! It's going to need way more than that. But then, because maths is hard, we can just do negative 360 times, like, I don't know, 4, yeah? 3. Let's try 3 to start with. Obviously, it's going to always be 1080, 1440. Woohoo! Okay, first of all, offset follow path we will lock so that we can still see but can't accidentally adjust those keyframes. And then these ones will make linear for now. That's like way too fast. That's fast enough here. Right, but it's like way too fast at the beginning. So I think it's just going to have to be negative 720. That's going to work the best. Think like that. Yeah. Yeah, that looks alright to me. Woo! Woo! Nice. Okay, so it can't actually be linear though. That's the annoying thing. What we need it to do is be Bezier-did, but it needs to be linear coming out of it. And then at the fastest point here, it needs to match this thing's fastest point. So we'll pull these handles about until they match this speed curve nicely. Like that. And see how much that cocks up our animation. That's pretty fucking close actually. Holy shit. That's pretty close. It's got a little bit of a stutter, hasn't it? But I wonder whether that's because I'm looking at the... I'm just blocking my timeline from my view. Yeah, it comes out of it a little fast, so we could probably pull that a bit more. Obviously compensate. Compensate just a little bit. Yeah, that's more like it. Woo! Now, if we go to frame 1 on our timeline, is that going to look better or worse? Let's see. Yeah, see, it's that double frame that we need to clip out, and then it'll move perfectly. It slows a little too much after it gets to the top. Yeah, you're bang on the money now that I see it. You're really getting into practicing the guitar and your fingers hurt too much to keep playing well. Ah, I've been there, my man. This Telecaster is beautiful, but it has really light gauge strings, so it really cuts into your fingers, even though I've been playing for years. But I've been recently getting into MIDI keyboards, and I've been making my own little lo-fi tracks. So maybe in the future, one day, you'll hear some lo-fi tracks on the TipTuts, the Tip Boys live stream. If I'm brave enough to ever show anyone ever. Alright, let's get a graph editor, and you're absolutely bang on the money, Jeremy. It slows down too much when it gets to the top, because here it's then like, oh, it's too slow. Yeah, it needs to be more linear. It needs to be more linear, my dear. So let's actually try. Let's try that. No, that needs to come down more. So we want to match it up, but we don't want to be perfect, because then that's when it starts to look robotic, right? But if we make this one linear, it's linear all the way through. So what if we actually put a keyframe here? Donk, just to make our life a bit easier for this one. And then we make it linear like that. That's it. That's getting a bit closer to what we need. You were thinking the other day, and then make my own lo-fi animation loop. Hell yeah, 100%. What do I use to make it? I've got Ableton. I've had an Ableton license for years, back when I used to do my own little EPs and stuff. But yeah, if you make a fucking lo-fi track, hell man, we'll definitely put it in the playlist. Are you kidding me? Of course. That'd be awesome. I can't wait. I'm fucking stoked. That looks real nice. There is something a little bit. We zoom into the ball. Yeah. Pull it closer to the... Nice. That's it. We get it. Close, but not exact. No, no, it's slowing down too much again. Maybe it's the speed of the ball that needs adjusting. You know? Because there it's like... Whoop. No, that's too fast then. No, let's not start fucking around with that. That was good. I think it speeds up too much. Like it's randomly starting to speed up even though the ball's travelling at the same speed. So it shouldn't start to speed up until there. That's it. That's the one. That'll do for now at least. Awesome. That's looking fucking lovely. So lovely. Oh yeah. You also want to do a Blender render. The TipTut competition. Yes, I do remember. That was fucking hilarious. With the nuke emoji. We've still got that. This one. The tip nuke. You had an idea for a Blender figure, but I never got around to making it. Everyone want to finish it. Do it, man. Blender is so much fun. As you can tell from me struggling with it madly, but absolutely loving every step of the way. Cool. Let's leave animation alone for a moment, and let's go back to some modeling. Let's go to timeline view. Let's give ourselves some space to work with, and I'll pop myself over here because we're probably going to start adding some modifiers. Nice. Right, so what I want to do is into here. Do I want to apply the solidify modifier? I think I do. Plonk. Oh god, save. I haven't saved in ages. Looping ball ramp. Fine. Save. Awesome. Apply solidify modifier. Apply. Apply. Not the array, just you. Oh, I need to be in object mode. Apply. I'm an idiot. Nice. That gives me a cool mesh to be working with, right? So let's loop select these boys around the edges. And you as well, we'll need them. Oh, not the whole loop though. Ooh, we need them. No, because we can just inset, right? Or is it best to loop cut? Yeah, let's do a loop cut like that. And then let's do a loop cut like that. And then we can edge select both of these and then go to loop slide. Actually, it doesn't matter because I'm only ever going to see one side. So why am I adding extra mesh? We're only ever going to see this side. So let's just loop cut here. Then, yes, no, because it's going to cast shadows and shit. So I don't care about the distance of that side, but what I do care about then is taking you, and I don't want all those loop cuts. There's a shortcut, isn't there? Control plus, control up, select more, select incrementally, blender, shortcut, control shift, numpad plus. Plus, no. Control shift, numpad plus. Selection pair not found. I don't fucking know. There's a shortcut. For selecting like sequences of boys as opposed to boys. You get me? So that I don't have to do all this crap. It was like if you selected this, you could then select along a line. Control Alt plus, Control plus, Control up, Control down. Select more shortcut blender. So many shortcuts. Control minus on the numpad. Yes, that's it. But it's not being a good boy because it's doing it at every angle. So it'll be what? Control plus along the X. Oh no, that's delete. Control X. Nope. So I don't know how to limit that to a selection along a vertex. Next active. Based on the surrounding topology, derive the next selection from the previous two selections. Right, so if we did this, and we were like, hey, baby, give me just these edges. And then it was like, oh, cool, I got you. Bap. No, it's not. It's a dumbass. It's a dumbass shortcut. It's super dumb. Dumb time from Dumbtown, Dumbland. Alright, fine. We'll select all these faces manually then, like a fucking asshole. I mean, it's my fault because I'm a dummy. Let's do this. There we go. Wasn't that hard. And then we'll extrude those on the Z-axis. Hell yeah. And let's take them like way... Whoa! Not in that way. On the Z-axis. Clonk. And we actually do need that camera because we want to see how far they go down. But the point is, do we want them to go all the way down? I think we kind of probably do, right? Or do we want them to just go like a little bit down? Because we're not going to have a floor on this. Let's play it. We are going to get a little boop as it snaps back. Look. Boop. You know? So can our array modifier go in two directions? This is the real question. This is the real question. I don't think it can. Can it? Can it? No, it can't. No, it can. Can it? No, it can't. See, here you've got this boy, and then by the time you get to the end, you've got no boy. But then the boy comes back. So we can just increase to 4 because it's at the end and I'm a dumbass. There we go. Now that's sorted that entire issue out. Now the only thing with this is the lights are going to have to be completely consistent as well. But I mean, fucking hell, we'll worry about that when we get to it. Jesus. This is all conceptual at this point. Lovely. That's looking good. However, these bits look not good. So we'll select them. And we'll Alt Shift and select them, and we'll Alt this, and we'll do that, and we'll Alt that, and we'll do that, and that gives us all the edges. And we'll right click and we'll shade flat, and then we'll go to X-ray mode and we'll select all these bits and we go Scale Z 0, and we select these bits Scale Z, no, Z 0. Fuck no, let's leave that bit there. That gives us a nice flat bottomed ridge. Flat bottom bridge, you make the rockin' world go round. Yeah, flat bottom ridge. Nice. So now we've got a little bit of topology. Isn't that beautiful? Woo! That's what we got. Now what we want is this to be animated up and downs. But first we need to decide what we actually want it to look like. What I think I want it to look like is a couple of bars that rise up, rather than a platform, you know? So like if I go to here and I can loop cut these boys, say twice, and I'll loop cut these boys also twice. That gives us a pretty nice little section to settle some bars on, you know? For example, if I were now to just bam, loop these boys right here. This guy we want, is this a solidified one? Yeah, it hasn't been that yet. So if I was literally just take these and just shift them into a new selection, boop, and we can hide you. I think I want something like that, you know? I think that'll look fun. Whee! Whee! Oh, whee! Now over here we want to turn off the overlay. Get out of here. Whee! Whee! Yeah, nice. And then I can have them like animating in. Donk. Donk, you know, each time it comes up. So let's do that. But to do that, I think we'll need to apply the solidify modifier. So let's clonk him in, and then let's add in a subdiv. Subdiv, sir. Excuse me, sir. I require a subdiv. And we'll loop cut you once, and we'll loop cut you once, and then we'll GG him. Good job. I'll do something again over here. GG him. Bonk. Now what we've got is a nice couple of things that what we can start doing stuff with. You know? Right. Let's do that. And let's do, oh god, I'm a dummy. Let's do that. And we want to scale along the x-axis until it's in the middle. Do I just want it in the middle? I think I just want it in the middle. Yeah. Face selection mode, grab them. Oh, we could do something real sexy here. Where's our origin object for this rubbish? Does that matter if we change the origin to geometry? Doesn't do a damn thing. Lovely. Let's make our lives a whole bunch easier by removing some topology. Get out of here. And then add a mirror modifier before the array along the y-axis. Bam! Now we only have to worry about making one of these. Oh, I love cheating. Oh, I love a bit of cheating. Don't you just love a bit of cheating? Nice. Okay, let's extrude that downwards then. First of all, if I select all this and then Shift E, yeah, that's going to make them cool. I'm just double checking because I want the rails to be like quite hard. Awesome, that looks real nice. Let's extrude those down. Oh god, just that face. Extrude down on the Z axis again, but then let's rotate it on the X axis. Say like, oh, I don't know, 30 degrees. And then bring it in. And then extrude. Rotate X axis 15 degrees. No, excuse me, 45 degrees? Oh god. Rotate X axis that many degrees. And then boop, like that. Lovely. And do I need to turn clipping on or off? I can never remember. Don't care. Don't care. Edit, redo. Turn on clipping. Sure. Extrude until they snap together. Loop cut this guy. Take this face. Take all these points, scale Z0, flattens them out, and then let's take these two, just this face, extrude it down. Nice. Scale, extrude down. That is too thin. That needs to go. Why is that? Why is that way? That's scale X that way. Oh, that's kind of an ugly way to do that, wasn't it? Let's undo those guys. And undo that. And then rotate -15. -30. That at least gives us the flat section. Then let's apply our mirror. And here we can take you. Back a bit. That and that scale Y0. That and that scale Y0. And then let's cut these faces away. You and you. Cut faces. Nice. And then in this mode we can start connecting up. Nice. Loop select this guy, extrude a little bit, and then extrude downwards loads. Just fucking loads. Lovely. Now we've got a little ramp. Tab. A, Shift E. And we want it to be like mostly sharp, but not all the way sharp. Nice. Nice. No, we fucking did it, lads. Does our ball roll on the thing, or does it roll above the thing, or rolls above the thing? But that's okay, because we can just increase the scale of the ball a little bit. That's why we did the ball now, so that we can have control over the individual ball. If we needed to, we can just scale up the ball, just do a little scale, just do a little scaly ball. And now we've got a scaled ball that, woo! Oi! Nice, okay, it's looking banging. That's looking banging, that is. Oh, although we need to extend. This is like way too many faces now on the bottom. So let's get rid of that. And then we can just merge these, right? If we go to face select. Probably easier to just cut the face. And then just select those for, oh no, because all those points are still there. It seems like a lot of topology, but whatever. Let's take them. Yeah, let's take them. And just move them down again. Nice. That should give us just down here in the corner enough to be working with. Whee! Nice, it definitely does. Awesome. Let's animate these boys a little bit then. So here they've obviously got to be at the top. So keyframe location. And until this point they've got to be at the top. And then here, so that's a nice even frame 35. We'll keyframe the location. Then by frame 70 they've got to be back up at the top again. Location. So halfway between here and here they can be all the way down. Keyframe location. So let's do the same. Nice. So it stays up that entire time. You still feel it slows too fast right when it gets to the top, like it slows immediately, then slowly speeds up. But since the gaps aren't going downhill, it should reach its slowest right at the end. Yeah, you're right. It should be like slightly faster here and then slow down here. I think you're definitely right. I'm just being lazy. Let's go to graph editor and we've got object follow path. Let's unlock that. So yeah, you're right. It should actually be moving a little bit faster here. So it should actually be like that. And then like that. Maybe not this extreme, but yeah. And that means like that needs to be like whammo, and then it's gonna yeah, like not as extreme as that obviously, because it's kind of stopping right at the edge. But you're right, something like that. I will play with that later though, because I don't want to just sit here and do that for the next half an hour, you know. But you're absolutely right. It does need tweaking, because it slows down completely by the time it gets to the top. So that's no good. No, you're right, Jeremy. You're right. I find it best to switch between. Toffo, you need to go Guardy. Want to go Guardy? Go Guardy? Yeah, come on in. Sorry guys, my dogs will go to the garden. We'll be right back. Sorry, I just had to let my dog out. Such a woofer. That's good, except I don't like that these boys move ever so quickly. You know? I feel like they need to... Obviously there'll be a keyframe off at the back as well. And then by this point, jump back up again. You know? Like, because technically this object transform, that's all we can actually... Oh no, we're duplicating all of them, aren't we? We don't want any Y location or any Z X location, we just want Z. It's actually doing like this, isn't it? You know? It's like over here. It's only just settled again. Toff! Toffee! Oh, the last 10 minutes of this stream are going to be chaotic. I think what I want is like a cage for it to go through, and it only becomes open when it gets there, if that makes sense. Fucking dog, I know, she's crazy, man. Every time a dog walks by the house, she goes into full protect mode. Maybe this is just going too low, you know? Maybe I'm just being an asshole. Maybe it just needs to be like... Oh, you know what? It doesn't go down, does it? It spins. God, I'm a muppet. That looks rubbish. But if we did this, boy... Those damn small dogs. I know they're annoying, aren't they? Fucking small dogs, honestly. What we can do is... The worst barkers. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're bang on the money. We need to keyframe the rotation. And then by here, it's rotated back 180 degrees. So between 35 and 70, and at 0 as well, we need to keyframe that rotation. So it's there. And then around here, let's say frame 50. Rotate Z 180 degrees. Oh, that's gonna... Of course it's gonna fuck up the array before we fix the array. So do we need to apply the array on this and then do all of them animated? I think we do. So let's apply the array, and then each of these will have RZ 180. Oh, why are they all... Oh, the array keeps them in the same object. Gotcha. Move to new selection. Move to... Oh, wait. That didn't have this on, did it? There we go. P, new selection. And then we got this guy. P, new selection. So now we got 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guy. So he's gonna be there, and then he can go by frame 50. Let's just go to timeline mode. We'll keyframe him there. RZ 180 rotation. Right, and then by here it will be actually RZ 360 rotation. See? Like that. Nice. And then we can actually do different stuff with the last one. Boom, boom. Then this one on frame 0. It needs to, by frame 70, be still. Like that. But on frame 35, it can be spinning wildly. Because that's going to go like that. It's going to start spinning on frame 35, or at least that one is. So this doesn't need any of these keyframes that it's got at the moment, does it? Let's get rid of you, get rid of you. It doesn't even technically need that one, because it's not even on screen. So we just got these two. And then this one by frame 60 is RZ180. Oh, right click, set origin geometry. RZ180. Rotation. And then this one is RZ360. Rotation. So now you've got this. I don't know what you are, but you are getting out of here. Yeah. You. That looks good. That looks good. We like it. Oh yes. No overlay. That's what we want. Nice. And then we'll stick it down there. So it turns out we don't actually need this one. It's too many. Do we need the last one of these? Let's find out. Clonk down to 3. Yes, because it pops in the ground. Yeah, I thought so. Nice. You like the spin more than the up and down? Me too. The up and down was way too fast. Now the other thing is, do we want it to start at 0 or do we want it to start at 90? That's the only other question. Like this one, for example, do we want it to rotate Z90 like that? So for example, does it need to does it need to start? Not that one, my bad. The other one. Yeah, so does that one need to start and spin? But this one can do what it likes and start at 90. Because it's gonna boom boom. Then it's gonna start looping. Obviously that snaps in at the moment. Why does that snap in? Ah, because the last one then does need to be there if that starts at 90. Okay, so do we prefer that one starting at 90? I think I prefer it starting at 90, don't you? But I also think it's really easy if I just do this. Shift D, X 9.3. Maths is fun. We like maths. Yeah, so that comes in like that and it's spinning. Boop. But that needs to start at 90. But we don't care about any other animations, right? On this one, doesn't need any other animations, just needs to be at 90. Yeah, but does it glitch a little bit? Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, beautiful. Fucking beautiful. Look at that. Is it kind of creeping out? Whoop. It's whipping away. Whoop. It whips away a little fast. Whoop. 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 I think it whips away a little bit fast here. So it needs to be like... It needs to like settle in a bit more. Maybe if we pulled it in like that. Think about you, think about you. Where's that like? Or does it need to? It needs like overshoot. Clonk. No, because then you don't even see it. No, that's just overcomplicating it because you don't see it because it's so far off screen. I do wonder, though, whether it would be nice to have a little bit of... It would be nice to have a little bit of overshoot, but then we'd have to track the ball differently, and that's a real pain in the butt. So we're not going to do it, even though it'd be nice, because fuck me, we've already had enough. Right, so that's working real nice. Wablamo. Awesome. Now to light this scene, we need to start now checking if this is gonna fucking work ever. So Shift S, cursor to world origin. But let's then move it up by like a meter, and we'll get. Oh no, we'll keep you, and we'll turn you to rendered mode. Let's leave it in Eevee. Let's change it to cycles. Cycles usually nukes the stream. We're gonna give it a go, but it might nuke the stream. We're not doing anything too crazy, so we'll see. Let's add in a light. Add in a point light. Okay, and move it up on the Z-axis by like 3 meters. Then move it along the X-axis. And we got a risky. We got a risky for the bisky. Get that nuke emoji ready as soon as you start to see any lag. Okay, here we go. We're moving it along, and we'll move it along by, say, 3 meters. That should put it like kind of in the middle. Yeah. Now we're going to take you. I'm using the CPU to render because it's safer for now. And we'll make this power like 1,000 watts. And it's going to cast some shadows, okay? But don't panic. Now, what that's done there is put it at 3 meters. So if I Shift D, and then X, and then 9.3, and then Shift D, X, 9.3, this should have the same lighting, roughly. I mean, it's hard to tell in the preview. You really like my old Blender tutorial? I've only done like 3. Do you mean the one with the little bunny thing in it? It's kind of hard to tell whether that's doing a glitch, you know? I don't know if I don't know. You know? I just don't know. Because oh man. Right, so each one of these will have a thing over it. So let's make it Shift D X 9.3. But should that mean there's another one behind here because each of these has 3 behind it? Or am I overcomplicating? Here's how we test. Get ready for the nuke, guys. This might nuke the stream. Let's render a quick image test. Let's pop that down to 1024. And we'll render frame 0. Render image. Oh man. Please tell me if this is nuking you guys. 2 years ago I tripped on acid and did a whole Blender series. I don't know. Oh, yeah, it's nuked the stream. It nuking. Nuke. Oh god. It lagged way hard for me. My whole computer just freaked out. OBS started freezing. Okay, well we won't do that. We won't do that now. I'll test it later. That was it trying to render one image, you know? Fucking hell. Jesus. We will maybe save the rendering. Oh man, for me it was freaking out. I'm not doing that. Not 10 minutes before the end of the bloody stream. But, hey, it's looking good. Oh, what we can do is material preview it. No, because that makes no difference. Does it? Whee! Whee! I mean, it looks real fucking nice. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I ain't one to lie. It looks pretty good right now. Whee! Woo! Yep, I'm calling it. That looks good. We'll just see if it renders properly. Who fucking knows? Yeah, I'll do the renders off stream. Yeah, we learnt this. Yeah, there you go. I'm getting errors now. Not receiving enough video. We tried this. I do remember, actually, I did do some old Blender live streams before. What, like 6 or 7 months ago, maybe, when I was first getting to grips with it. Trying to do like cell shaded cartoony boonies. You create a full loop in under 2 hours. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's looking pretty good. It obviously needs texturing and rendering and adding some more details to it, because at the moment it's kind of boring, right? For example, I'd probably go into here and like, I don't know, add some more interesting shit essentially to the geometry. Just make it a bit more interesting to look at, you know. Just little bits like that, so that you can actually use some of the lighting. But I'll need to think about that. But I'm thinking like a nice wood veneer on top, and then I don't know what. But I might even go even fucking crazier and add like some grass hair particles and just see what the hell. Are they going to be constantly rotating at the end? No, because it has to travel. The ball has to travel over it, and I had issues with using offset paths and things before. I kind of like them being like, whoop, here comes the ball, let's whip around, you know. Oh, kids marble track, yeah! I shouldn't have made him a dodecahedron thing, I should have made him a marble. What was I thinking? Oh, okay, I might change him to a marble. I think I'm definitely going to change him to a marble. Sweet, yeah, so I think that'll do for today's live stream. Holy shit, we did some cool shit here, right? That's looking pretty ding dang nice. Lovely jobbly. Fucking hell, Jeremy. Definitely should have been a marble. What was I thinking? Anyway, that looks great. I love it. Thanks. That turned out like way better than I thought. Although I accidentally left on a stupid mesh change there, like a dummy. That looks better. Yeah, that was less painful than I thought it was going to be. Lovely. Good. That reinforces the fact that I'm happy to release that tutorial on Monday. So there'll be a tutorial not on making this, but there will be a tutorial on making of this oddly satisfying animation. This oddly satisfying animation you'll be able to make in Blender on Monday when the tutorial releases. And if you want to see a rendering one, then I'll show you a rendered one right now, just to sign off. Okay. Tutorials, oddly satisfying Blender, oddly satisfying exports. Boom. There we go, baby. That's what you'll be making on Monday. Oh, we're lagging. Oh, baby, we're lagging. Holy shit. That's what you'll be making on Monday. Isn't it cool? I love it. Awesome. I should definitely do an optical illusion one. That'd be banging. Like where the endless ball like rolling around a ramp that's impossible. Yeah, let's do that. Maybe I'll do that next week. That'll be fun. Alright, that was lots of fun, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a beautiful weekend, you beautiful people. Jeremy, enjoy your beautiful guitars and your beautiful songs. Can't wait to hear the lo-fi one that you're going to make for me. Bumbo, thanks for joining us. Everybody else, thanks for joining us. King, Anime Hub, Kadala, Cosmotion, Pratt. You guys are beautiful people. Love you. Have a lovely weekend. Love you. Bye. Bye.